Wilcox already said that he was like a fan, huge fan. Addicted, I think, was the word that you said. And I know a lot of people were pumped up to see you. How does it feel, speaking of fans, that you now have, for the second week in a row, the #1 song with Trampoline on the alternative Billboard charts? What is that? What's that phone call like when you go, what? Are you serious? We're #1?
It was definitely very cool, especially because we never thought we would have a song on the radio. So it's so amazing that Trampoline is on the radio, period, let alone #1. We were at Governor's Ball. I don't know if that was last weekend or the weekend before, but we got word that it was #1 at Governor's Ball, so we celebrated with our whole team, and it was just so much fun, and we're so thankful and blessed to be a part of this. So yeah.
And thank you for playing the track.
And not only #1 with alternative charts, but you guys have crossed over into the pop as well. So, you know, you're taking that approach like, I don't want to use the phrase that it was from years ago, but that's when, you know, we saw country artists starting to cross over into pop, and now it's becoming to where everything's intermingling. It's the sound, it's the feel of the music, and it transcends that quote unquote format. And so you guys have successfully done that, and that's awesome.
Thank you.
You guys have known each other for a while, right? This group Shaed goes back even pre-Shaed.
It does.
So you guys have been together for a long time.
Yes, I met them in high school. We went to different high schools, but we had a mutual friend that said you have to go to this show at the 930 Club, which is an amazing venue in DC. And so I went there and I met them, and they were super amazing and blew me away. And then we just became best friends after that. And so we've been friends for so long. Spencer and I are married. Max is my
third wheel.
Max is my best friend, and we all live together right outside of DC, and we have a little studio in our house, so definitely doesn't get any closer than us three, which is really fun and really nice, and yeah.
And Spencer, Max, what's it like, you know, being with your brother? Just, I have a younger brother, and we kind of did the same thing that you just talked about. My brother got married. I lived with him and his wife for a while. I was like the third wheel. I was like, hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? You know, kind of thing. You guys get along on the road? Do you fight? What?
We get along pretty well.
We fight more.
Yeah,
than
we
they
fight more.
fight.
Really? Yeah, I'm like the mediator on the road. I'm the one that's like, guys, we got to talk about this, you know? Yeah.
No, it's cool. It's come full circle. You know, our mom used to make us match, and now I'm making him wear the same clothes, so he doesn't like the show.
It's true.
You guys got some, I know you're heading off to Chicago after this, and we're in Tennessee. You guys got some pretty big dates coming up with Lollapalooza.
Yeah.
Pretty exciting there. And then also, like, you know, when you're talking festivals, I saw you're playing Voodoo Fest in New Orleans, which to me would be killer to spend that time in New Orleans and doing that. And then Sonic Summer in Japan.
Yeah.
So a little bit of everything and anything with Shaed, huh?
Yeah, we're super excited. We've been running around. We were in Johnson City yesterday, in Nashville before that, and then tonight we go to Chicago. Sunday we go to Atlanta, back for a couple of days, and then so we're never home, but we're traveling so much, it's amazing, and we're going to Japan, which is so cool. We have 2 shows, one in Osaka and one in Tokyo, and then we're just spending like 2.5 weeks there because we might as well. Who knows when we'll be back? And
yeah, we might stay there. You never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
I'm very impressed, Chelsea, because a lot of band members, you're very knowledgeable on your tour schedule.
I don't
A
know
lot of
that.
people are like, I have no clue where we were last night, and I have no clue where we're going tomorrow.
me.
That's you? Okay.
Well, it's funny. I like every morning I look at the schedule for the day, just because. I mean, especially with the radio stuff, there's a lot of going around. This is our 3rd visit today.
Yeah.
So I am super controlling and need to be organized and everything. So I do look at the day of.
Chelsea's the organized one. We were at Pinky's earlier today and got some barbecue, and Spencer, who's notorious for losing things, left his phone behind. So
Don't worry, guys. They had it, so we're good.
Yeah, we're good. But if it weren't for Chelsea, Spencer and I probably would just be. We definitely wouldn't be here right now. That's for sure. So.
Well, we are happy you're here, and I'm sure these people are also happy. So from 106.5 The End in our sound stage, you guys get a little Friday afternoon treat with Shaed.
Yep.
Who would be the ultimate person that you go, so-and-so's in the audience? and
Oh
then
my
you would
God,
just freak out.
Just so many people.
Well, we did play a show, and Robert Pattinson was there to see the headliner, and Chelsea once again shit her pants pretty much.
Yeah.
So
I totally did. I mean, Bruce Willis is my ultimate dad crush. Where everyone is like cringing. I love Bruce Willis. If Bruce Willis was in the audience, I would literally forget shit. I would like die.
I mean, you can see why she married me, right? I mean, me and Bruce Willis, yeah.
Shave the head, you'll be fine.
True.
All right,
Okay,
back
so-
again. It's Shaed in the 106.5 soundstage. You got into music because you love what you do. We got into radio because we love what we do. But let's get down to it. It's also about the free stuff. They used this song, Apple did, for the MacBook Air commercial. Did you get free MacBook Airs out of using this song?
So this is like the number one question. That
I know. I
we've
figured
gotten.
I want to know. I just free stuff.
We did not. Bummer.
I know.
You're like shock. What? We did not. We love Apple products. We use them live, but we did not get the MacBook Air. But that's okay. We do not hold grudges. Again, just having our song on the commercial is so amazing and incredible. And we saw it when everyone else did. We had no idea that we were going to be on the commercial. They kind of expressed interest a couple months before it aired. And Spencer and I and Max was at home, and Spencer and I were driving home. And we're like, let's just put on this live feed that Tim Cook did in Brooklyn where he's announcing all the new products. And I said, maybe it'll be on there. We'll see. And then, so I'm streaming it on my phone, and Tim Cook is like bumping up the MacBook Air. And then he's like, and the MacBook Air. And I looked at Spencer and I said, it would be so funny if this was on the MacBook Air commercial. And all of a sudden it comes on and we're like, so we literally, I mean, like, it's a dream scenario. We're like, put the car, pull the car over because we're like about to crash, screaming. We run home. We scream with Max for an entire day.
I was like asleep, and I like woke up to like 30 missed calls from Chelsea, and I was like, oh my God. I was very concerned.
It was like, so just incredible and amazing. And we've always talked about that being our dream sync, you know, having your song on a MacBook Air commercial, because they break so many artists and they really kind of focus on the music rather than the product sometimes. And so, yeah.
Well, if I had one, I would give you an iPod Nano, just because. I think it's
I might
great.
have my old iPod Nano still somewhere.
Friday in the studio with 106.5 The End, and this, the number one song on the alternative Billboard charts right now. It's Shaed, Trampoline.